turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Get it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 60 or. Come on, come on.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Lamar Miller, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
I'm scared. I can afford.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their off.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Watson now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Bang, 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 bang.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Buying time to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Just like that. Tight up, tight up, tight up. Greystone, travel. Set. Fight.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Watson looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, it's Lindsay, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end Fant. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Here's Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 41. Hey, Alpha.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 41 Mike. Stop your whining. Mike 41.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go. Do it. At their own 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten down. There you go.
The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 19
Ready? 15.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Protein spill.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. General West. I'm coming after you.
Locke's going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Locke will try to sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Man, I got you. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson's throw here complete to Waring. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On 1st and 10, Watson. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Watson on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A big spot now for the rookie lock. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Riddick with a carry. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
15, 15 left. Chris on Travis. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Pick the edge. Come.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 55. Ricky. Wide. Get wide.
Ready?
Here's Lindsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
Yep. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. No chance.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
A gain of 13 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Locke working out of the gun, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Brandon McMahon is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 12 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
Here's Riddick. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big Ed.
80 weapon.
Lock to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Switch up. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. I got you.
Watson now to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 51's the mic. Blue down. In the car. SOS.
Now it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle.